Welcome, my little YouTube friends, to this new video. Today we're going to do a little deep dive into Tilda Swinton's style and the characteristics. So I'm going to start off with kind of the characteristics and my opinions on her sense of fashion style, however you want to put it, because I just think she's such an inspiration and an iconic figurative person who I kind of look up to in my own style, and the way that she dresses influences my judgment on the industry, if that makes sense. Let's get into it. So I'm going to talk about her kind of minimalist and architectural, clean lines, strong shapes, and she favours a lot of structured sculptural garments shown through a lot of designers' work, and I think kind of the minimalist style shows that she's quite effortless, easy to charm. She's got a very ethereal and celestial aesthetic and appearance about her. And it's almost like a chosen aesthetic. Kind of the hair is very frosty. She gives off quite a witchy coven vibe, which is seen through I think it's seen through the film Suspiria about witches in 2018, and there was one in 1977. It's a horror film. I haven't watched it, but I've researched about it and I just think it's fascinating. I need to watch it. And I've heard she's good at it. Continuing on from the ethereal and futuristic vibe that we all encounter with her, the way she presents herself. She blends high fashion into futuristic looks, highlighting metallics, unique fabrics and natural kind of ethereal presence. I just think, movies like Blade Runner, you can just imagine her being in an environment like that. Such ahead of its time, futuristic. You can just tell she'd thrive in an environment that has got such a strong technology. She also presents a very unstyled look, just effortlessly there, and you can just put her into a garment and it would look so put together, but without such little effort, that it would just work for her persona. She's very understated, showing plain, minimalist, and just very structured and rigid, but with definite quality and a sense of detail in the way she dresses. She's got quite a surrealistic and abstract, fluid, illusioned look about her. It really transfers to her roles in films and on the red carpet and other editorial fashion styling major projects that she's done. She's very androgynous and presents a sense of gender fluidity in her style, which I think is quite obvious. She's got a very structured face, very angular, quite architectural in the way she dresses, which resembles the form of her body. She's very tall and elegant, and she's got that elongated body that just works well in how fabrics drape and flow off of her form. She often plays with gender boundaries and breaking those barriers down, wearing sharp suits, tuxedos, and masculine silhouettes. Definitely there are staples in her wardrobe, which include the white shirt. It's crisp, it's structured, and it's just quality, and her whole wardrobe is such a driven by quality and having that drive to be different and not following the styles around, and just having her own style and unique sense of kind of being an individualist in her own sense. There's a lot of showing of wide-legged trousers, minimalist gowns, natural textures, especially silk, because I feel with a lot of her roles in movies, there's such a fluidity in her work. She doesn't really act in the norms of acting. Her acting style is very different, and it's just fluid. And you can put her in any kind of role, if it be Hollywood, if it be quite indie, Wes Anderson, all these directors. She's so versatile, and that just translates so effortlessly into her everyday style and red carpets. Signature designers that have worked with her that I just look up to, and I think are really suiting to her style. Hyder Ackerman, he is now creative director of Tom Ford. His work's just astonishing. Like the Tom Ford collection he did most recently was just fabulous. And the collars, everything about that collection, I was absolutely adored it. Furthermore, Chanel and Schiaparelli, going back to her kind of surrealistic style, especially with Schiaparelli, with all of the I think it's Salvador Dali who did all of those like melting watches and surrealistic landscapes. Just makes sense for her. And in a key magazine, where she was involved in a magazine that I really enjoyed, was in the Elle Brazil, June 2025. I really enjoyed how they presented her with the blue hair, and just the really exposed lighting. She just presents herself so seamlessly and different. I just wanted to move on to something, it might be seen as a bit of a tangent, but this is how I kind of have researched her. So I think the way she works is very symbolic architecturally, especially in kind of a triangular way. So I've written about how a triangle is important in architecture, and just learning about that. I knew triangles were the strongest shape in architecture, and they just provide an unmatched structural stability. And additionally, triangles resist deformation by distributing loads evenly through compression and tension across their sides. This is a bit like a bloody science physics lesson now. And it's essential for bridges and roofs, often symbolising stability, power and balance. And I just feel Tilda Swinton is a very powerful, and you can just tell she's very balanced and spiritual in a way. And she just comes across so kind and compassionate and understanding. She's just got such a wide appreciation for things, and it's just another thing with triangles. They're so fundamental. She is fundamental to this society, and how we view society. I feel to some of the roles that I really find fascinating that associate her with triangles. She's definitely associated with the concept of triangles, which were found through her complex, quite avant-garde film roles, specifically going back to the Suspiria 2018 film, which was a remake of the 1977 film. And she just kind of has that, it just features a triangular, energetic pulls between characters. So to conclude, I just think now that I've given you a little insight into my thoughts on her, I think she's going to play a big part in this year, and even whilst she's quite understated and people don't really see her as much or talk about her, I feel like she might be a key role and style influencer for this year to come. Yeah. So I thank you all for watching this 5th video of mine, and I hope you enjoyed it, and share your opinions in the comments below, and I'd love to hear some feedback. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.